Good morning, pregame crew. This is Chart Gal Lori. It is Thursday, December 16th, 8:26 a.m. Eastern, 6:26 a.m. Mountain Time, and I'm sitting here telling myself, don't say it's Friday. Don't say it's Friday, because it sure does feel like Friday. Audio visual check, please. I'm from Louisiana, Slow Devil, but I never tell anybody they're right. I'm kidding. Yeah, you're right. I don't know that that's a Louisiana thing. Good morning, George. Hey, Chuck, thank you. Hey, Jorge. Blue Dog, Donald, John, Mary, Mal, Diego, Slow Devil, Muffle Morph, Judd, thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Greg, Mo, Mustang, Amira Asia, Osiri, Shane, Night Truck. Thanks, Robert. You sound great too. Hey, Patrick. Hey, Roger. One comment, Patrick, you're so cute. You put in the room that I have the Midas touch. Let me tell you how important it is for you to give your own setups the same weight as someone else's setups, because my probability of setups are still the same probability that you would have in a bull flag, a bear flag, a double bottom, tweezer bottom setup. I am finding these setups, yes, I have thousands of hours of experience looking at charts, but it doesn't give me an extra percentage saying that it's going to work out. Trusting your own inner voice more than anyone else's is part of this journey, and it's really, really important. I will say, como se va? That's Louisiana Cajun French. How are you? Good morning. You're welcome, DeFi. There's Jason. Hi, Jason. Hope your back feels better soon. I'm Chart Gal Lori. You are at the pregame show. I will go over the indices, crypto, commodities, movers, and shakers of the day. I like to have some educational components. So we will definitely have just a couple educational components this morning. I go about 20-25 minutes. We have Denzi going live in the room in 32 minutes. So that's why I cut off when I do. One morning I'm going to run long and just keep talking, and you won't know what morning that'll be. Hi, Star Rich. We have a lot of Canadians in here. Bond. Very good. Very good. Yesterday was an amazing rally with the FOMC, very bullish, tons of opportunity, and if you didn't take advantage of it or you lost money, that's okay. Good news. There's going to be another one, and another one, and another one. So if you are trying to do this whole trading gig long term, yesterday was a drop in the bucket. It was no big deal whatsoever. What you can do is go back and reflect on it and say, how could I have traded it differently? Or you can also recognize a huge advantage. Don't trade it at all. Cash is a position, and it's super important for you to recognize those highly volatile days that take ninja skills. And if you don't have ninja skills yet, sit out. Go for a hike. I promise the amount of hours that you sit in front of a computer staring at charts during the trading day does not equate to increased dollar output. The more you trade and the more experience you get, it actually has an inverse effect. Yeah, I said it. It has an inverse effect. The more hours you stare at a computer waiting for setups to jump out at you, the more you force trades, the more you micromanage trades, it actually equals less money. So some of you say, I really want to quit my job and trade full-time. You have an advantage over full-time traders to a degree. You can set your trade setup. One cancels the other. Just you have a bracket order, and if it triggers in, you have everything set up and you don't micromanage it. Use your daytime job as an advantage to yourself versus assuming that it's a detriment. It's definitely going to be an exciting one, Philip. All right, it's 8:30. I'm Chart Gal Lori. You have arrived at the pregame show. I'm part of the Chart Guys community. We teach technical analysis. So I do this Monday through Friday, 20 to 25 minutes. I go over the indices, crypto, commodities, movers, and shakers of the day. If you're interested in my chart setup, it's on the screen now. And clear that off for real estate purposes. There you go, Raw. I like it, Blue Dog. Yes, it will. MG, thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Screen time is everything. Screen time is everything when you're learning. Putting in the time and the muscle, like the grease, like putting in that muscle work and say, okay, I'm going to put in the time. I'm going to study. I'm going to read psychology books. I'm going to watch YouTube videos. I'm going to slow down and apply them to actual charts. But there is an inverse relationship to getting so many indicators, so much data in your brain, and then you have paralysis by analysis or analysis paralysis because you can't even make a decision. There's a lot to be said for keeping things simple. In sports, they say keep the game in front of you. You got to just tune out all the noise and make things super simple. And there's a huge advantage to that. Okay, I've been looking at this for a couple hours and I just saw this. We got a broadening formation. This one is not as clear. Don't send the trend line police after me, but we do have a bit of a broadening formation. I'm currently short NASDAQ from about 16425. That's when I woke up. Let's go look at NASDAQ. So NASDAQ has this key level here, 16456. We hit 16457 and down she went. So down, I mean, this is a big nothing burger because we're still up, but we have to recognize where our areas are. So we hit that area of resistance and we pulled back. So what happened this week? Here's what I think happened. So we had weekly inside bar on RTY. And then we pointed out yesterday morning, watch that level, it has to hold. And what happened? Here, 2136, it broke by less than 0.46%, and I put this little warning here. And that was our sign that the bottom was forming because RTY was such a critical component because it has been the weakest. It has 2,000 names in it. It has been super important to the market. It held. I posted in the TCG room, IWM, double bottom on the weekly, holding, super important. So do you hear my inflection of the voice? Well, it's super important now that NASDAQ has arrived at its stop sign. I was looking for a stop sign over here. I sure do need more drawing tools. I cannot find a stop sign in all this mishigas over here. So warning, NASDAQ holds the key for the day above 1645625, and we hit it. We went over by 75 cents and rejected. So here's the other important level. Let's see. Let me draw a line here. That's not where it's going to go. 18286. This is 3 trillion market cap for Apple. This is it. Here's the level. I'm even going to do an alert. Tell me when it gets to 182.50. That could, y'all know what word I'm going to use. That could act as synthetic resistance for Apple, that $3 trillion market cap level. We talked about it over here and it worked. That short idea. Well, now I'm giving you that same idea again here in this area. NASDAQ resistance and Apple $3 trillion market cap resistance are the stories of the day. I hate it when I lose chat. Thank you, Judd. I appreciate it. Judd is always Judd on the spot. So we had some type of data this morning. Do y'all know that I know what Powell said because I copied it and I was putting it in news, but I really don't care what he said about 3 rate increases, yada, yada. It just sounded like gibberish to me because I don't care about it. I just care about price action. If you watched Dan's market review video yesterday, he went over how technical all of the reactions were yesterday and how awesome it was as a trader for it to behave in such a nice, clean way. Hit support, hold, hit resistance, reject. It was super nice. So this broadening formation, what does this mean? It just means there's buyer exhaustion. Typically up here, they reached it here, here, here. So coming back into the middle of this range, I don't know that I'd be super bearish at this point. I personally will be taking my clues from NASDAQ and market internals today. I will be watching tick cumulative, ADD, and see what's advancing, what's declining. Are they really buying this stuff? Because all I can imagine are the buyers yesterday that missed their opportunity to buy are going to be looking to buy today. So I'm not super bearish NASDAQ. I'm just shorting a level that's clear as mud. No, a level that's super clear to short. Okay. Oh, thanks, Brian. My surfboard analogy was good yesterday about FOMC, but I messed it up. I said we're all on your surfboard versus everyone on our surfboard. Okay, I'm going to try to show y'all something and protect someone's identity at the same time. I think I did it okay. Okay. I get messages like this, and I'm protecting the innocent here. I get messages like this probably once a week, twice a week. Someone's put in a lot of time and effort into learning the charts, and I just can't get it to translate. I also heard someone tell me something that was a great analogy, that she's sitting at a buffet every day and starving to death. So TCG just serves up all of these meals, these opportunities, and she's starving to death. Well, this trader, this is from last night, close to giving up, had dreamed about quitting their job, and then it got real specific, so I cut it off. So, is that you? If that's you, let's go over something that you can do. First of all, take a break. That's number one. Take a break from trading. That doesn't mean just don't look at charts. That means stop putting real money to work until psychologically you can arrive at a place of confidence. And most importantly, you can arrive with a process and a system that is simplified. You must smooth out the noise and simplify your system. If Dan or Lamont post a setup in the room, bullish Apple, and you were looking bearish Apple, and you immediately flipped to bullish because Dan said it or Lori said it, you are succumbing to noise. What was your trade thesis? Why did you have that trade thesis? Your voice should be louder than anyone else's. You have to be able to smooth out the noise, block out the noise, and simplify your system. So I propose this as a system, not the system. But if you're struggling with trading, I think, this is my opinion, that you should focus on one chart, 2 charts max, SPY, QQQ. Map out your areas where price has rejected before or where it has reversed before. And I notice I'm choosing my words carefully. Areas. Because I know a lot of you say, I was stopped out by 10 cents and then it reversed. I get that feeling. So map out an area. Position size accordingly so you can give yourself wiggle room. Okay? Simplify your chart. Take all those indicators off. Less charts, less indicators. That's the first thing that you can do to move toward being profitable. It sounds counterintuitive, but it actually works. So here on the 4 hour, I have my areas mapped on SPY. So this is what I would do. I would also switch to Heiken Ashy candles. So Heiken Ashy is right up here. And this is a smoothing candle. So it just smooths out the highs, lows. It's going to show you trends. So as a trader, we make more money when we get the meat of a trend. So let me show you what I mean. And if I don't get to any charts today, oh well. This is super important in my opinion, so I'm going to take my time with it. Okay. So this would be the extreme of the move. An actual meat of the bones would be here. So meat of bones, M-O-B. You need to get the meat of the bones of a trend. Get in, get the meat, get out. Are you going to nail bottoms? Nope. You're going to nail tops? Nope. And some of you are trying, and that's why you keep getting all these knife cuts. We want I'm going to delete my areas of interest, but we want to get the trends. So you see I took off RSI. I took off my cutesy squeeze, took it all off. Who cares? Okay. Now go back and study SPY. Would a 5-minute chart work, or would that give you more noise? I would say it's a sweet spot between the 5 and the 15. So I would actually go with the 10. And then I would trade no leverage. Now, if you're a pretty seasoned trader and you're just having a rough patch, then you could probably use futures. If you're an intermediate trader just having a bad spot, I would use micro futures to do this. If you are a pretty new trader, I would use SPY itself. And if you can only afford 1 share of SPY, so be it. 1 share. 1 share, okay? You wait for, let's say, 3 green candles, or you can wait for 2 red candles, or you can actually, if you're in the US, you can get in and out on every candle color change. You can. Why? Because there's no commissions. No commissions. You can. Or you could say, I'm going to use TCG principles, and I'm going to wait for a 5-minute trend change or a 10-minute trend change. Okay, I'm going to enter long, and I'm going to stay in long as the candles are green. Then go back and look how often that strategy would have worked. Could you have gotten some meat on the bones trades? Yep, look at that. So Heiken Ashi, 10-minute chart, anywhere from 5 to 15, even hourly. Hourly will get you some nice, good trends. Using Heiken Ashi, focus on one chart, and here's the other alternative to that. If you don't like that, okay, you can create, okay, I'm going to add the EMA 8 and 21 or EMA 12 and 26, and I'm going to look at the 4-hour chart. And I'm going to enter, when we enter bearish, I'm going to enter short. And when we cross bullish, I'm going to enter long. Look how much money you would have made. So that's actually a better, if you really have a really small account and you don't want to be in and out, you can't take a lot of knife cuts, this actually is a better alternative. Look at this. So 4-hour EMA crosses, 12, 26, 8, and 21, I don't care, take your pick. Or if you're day trading Heiken Ashi candles on a smaller time frame, you have got to get a system that works. And I can't help you say this is the system that resonates with you. It depends on the person. Oversold bounces work so well for Dan because he has discipline. He will stop out if it gets away from him. Most traders don't have that discipline. So oversold bounces will be terrible for you. Okay? So that's my answer to resetting the button and just resetting everything for you as a trader. Is throw away whatever systems were not working and try to dig through systems that could work for you. Okay. All right. Now, where was I? Let me jump back up on that horse. So, Apple and NASDAQ story of the day. RTY is running into a clear resistance. It did not break it. 2227. So we hit it. We were within $2 of it and we're rejecting. Let me go back to ES. I didn't cover my little ellipse. So here, not there. Here. So much graffiti. I'm sorry, y'all. But look at where price is. I'm going to delete it all because I can't stand it. Look at where price is. And this is the quick EMA. The green one is the 8 EMA. That's the fast EMA. So I talk about air pockets. Look at the air pocket from where price is to the 8 EMA. Typically, price needs to go back and rest on that quick EMA. When you get an air pocket between price and that EMA, it's going to snap back to it like a magnet. Typically, it has to be some crazy news for it to continue and have a sustained air pocket. So we're going to watch for price to come back to the 4-hour 8 EMA. Another air pocket that doesn't exist for a long time. The air pocket between price and the hourly 50 EMA. Look at where it's a huge air pocket. So I'm looking cautiously bearish this morning. And then once we get some back burners oversold bounces going, then I will switch to looking bullish. You gonna buy me a baby alligator? Well, I love all of y'all, and that's why I have to stop and slow down. And I feel like sometimes I'm only speaking to a small section of you who have been successfully trading. But these last couple months have been rough. When the trend changed, it's been tough. And I know a lot of you are hurting, and it breaks my heart. I need you to you've got to change. It's just like being in a bad marriage and doing the same thing every single day. I mean, is it going to improve? No, you have to shake it up. You got to get therapy. You got to do something different. Change jobs. You got to do something different. So I challenge you to do something different. All right. Bitcoin is losing the hourly trend. We just broke bear. They have a lower wick of bulls buying the dip, but I'm watching Bitcoin as possible canary for the market and vice versa. They can sometimes show bull breaks or bear breaks before the other one. So I saw a little bit of weakness in Bitcoin, and that's what made me feel confident taking NASDAQ short. Resistance 49459 and then 49500. Ethereum, a lot stronger. It did not break that hourly support of 3980. Gold. Gold had a beautiful move. I bought in yesterday right before FOMC. I got stopped out, and then I bought it again down here. We've had a huge move, but gold has not been able to sustain large moves. We ran into 1792 and rejected. We have plenty of room for a 4-hour higher low, and bulls will be looking to buy that around the EMAs. Oil is weak on the hourlies. We lost this uptrend. You have support at 70.30, 69.51, resistance 71.92. When I don't see anything in commodities, I may skip these because I feel like I've wasted a lot of time this week going over these and that they just haven't yielded any trades. Yesterday did. This was my drawing from yesterday of the inverse head and shoulders for Nat Gas that I was looking at on the hourly, and it resolved to the upside. We have Nat Gas inventory at 10:30 Eastern this morning. We are rejecting at 3976. I would not touch Nat Gas today with inventory. Okay. Apple we talked about. I am looking for a short on Apple at open, but I can't short it on an oversold bounce after a huge move. I need to move up and then short this pre-market area. How many times have y'all seen me draw this? 181.25. And if you've been here a while, you know what I'm about to write. 181.50. Always give your stops a little wiggle room. And I would short Apple anywhere up in here. Ford. Paxton, it is the TCG post channel. So it is here. Well, I said here and then I didn't even. Sorry. It is TCG post right here. Sorry, we think we're funny with our swing report channel. So it's called TCG post, Paxton. Okay, so Ford, I talked to you about Ford yesterday. This is actually my drawing from Ford yesterday. We came back into that base. They had an upgrade. They had news. I'm bullish Ford. Fix or repair daily. Resistance 2057, support 2031. I would wait for some type of EQ. Entering at open is super difficult unless you're just like top fishing a level or bottom fishing a level. Otherwise, you got to wait for something to organize. It has to organize itself into a pattern that you can recognize and do proper risk management from said pattern. JPM. Daily inside bar, a bit of a daily falling wedge. So we're breaking bullish over yesterday's inside bar. So I'd wait for a pullback. You want to pull back to buy on JPM with this 12-hour daily falling wedge. Lows. Now, I took credit for talking to y'all about lows yesterday. And then when I went back to the list, I'm like, did I even mention it? So let's recap. Monday, we talked about Bristol Myers Squibb, BMY, $15 billion buyback. It was our queen of the mountain trade. It worked with follow through. Yesterday, Lowe's, $20 billion buyback. Did I talk to y'all about that yesterday? I typed it in the TCG room, and then I'm like, did I even say that in pregame? I had it in my written notes, but not on the list of charts. So if I didn't, I am sorry. Bullish engulfing candle, huge buyback, part of XLY. I love this chart. I'm looking long for a swing. Shop. What a hold yesterday. 1285.90. We hit 1288. Do y'all see these trades? That's up 125 bucks from this double bottom. Let me show you another one. This isn't a trade setup. Lulu got an upgrade. Look at this, 383, then $1.75. You could have got a $15 bounce. Adobe. I posted this setup in the room the other day, and we got this bounce. No, from here. We got this bounce. I think it was K. K got this bounce here. Man, they're getting some bad news on our... Oh, they had earnings this morning. But we got this bounce here, and Kay said, I think she got like $10 or $15 out of this. So when it flushed $600. So when we have these key support holds, Adobe will be interesting today. It just got very interesting for me with that dump. So upgrade, weekly double bottom. It had a pretty relaxed day today. Shop can tear off faces. It's very illiquid when it comes to the options. So please be careful. So maybe a 5-minute back burner trade. 5-minute back burner trades should be in play for most of our names. Tesla. So Dan's been watching this falling wedge, and he is looking for a monthly higher low grab. I've been telling y'all, I love this chart. I love this chart despite Elon selling. It has surely been a tough chart to trade, but I still like it to the long side. I'd be looking to buy dips. And at this point, a bounce, bears will be stepping in on a bounce to short. So just be patient with Tesla as well. I'm sorry I'm not giving you names right out the gate, but I feel like we have such a bullish push, and it's pulling back in pre-market. I wanted it to pull back during regular trading hours. So we may have to wait to midday for some EQs to set up to get better trade setups. I have XLC here because I want to talk to you about it. XLC, double weekly inside bars. I think it's the key to the market for the next 3 to 5 months. What are you talking about, crazy lady? Okay, here's what I'm talking about. Relative rotation graph. Here are our sectors for SPY. We have 11. Now, XLY, that has Amazon, TJ Maxx, Home Depot, Tesla, Amazon. I think XLY still has juice in it. And the one that, here's our dark horse, XLC. Do you see that terrible momentum in this lagging quadrant? I'm looking for this to turn up. Turn up, XLC. What's in it? Google is in it. And then we have Facebook down at the bottom of the barrel. AT&T has been beat up. It did get an upgrade this morning. Shocking. I saw a charter upgrade. So what I think is we got some dumpster diving going on, and people are trying. I saw a hood upgrade this morning. So I see some dumpster diving going on, and I would say there's some great dumpster diving opportunities in XLC moving forward. We're looking for a monthly higher low on XLC. We got daily oversold, and I think this is an opportunity for a swing entry here. So you see that? We got this Adam and Eve type pattern. Looking for a break over 77.50 for XLC. We're looking at this double weekly inside bar to possibly break bull, setting the monthly higher low, and we're doing a daily higher low bottom fish. Say that 30 times in a row. All right. You're welcome, Ronnie. Ronnie, you Roku, how funny was that? Okay, DocuSign. Here's my issue. So DocuSign has double weekly inside bars 8, an ideal weekly bear flag. And we got a lot of people that were hurt on this name this year. Look at this. Look at the carnage. So there should be some tax loss harvesting. We could even break 163.77 and still fall down. They're down in pre-market. This name is just going to be trash. And I cannot. So I've started my dumpster dive list right here. 2021 tax loss harvesting. I'm going to add DocuSign to that list. So the last week of December, I'm going to be looking at these names and see if we can pick up some things on sale from people dumping it for tax loss harvesting rules. I don't like it, Mary. Don't like it. NVIDIA, and I'm done. We talked about NVIDIA yesterday. Lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. And then I said, whoa, 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 not so fast. Look at SMH. SMH held that daily level right there, and that was our bottom fish. Dang, that was good. I'm doing dust off my shoulder right now. That was a good one. So, daily high or low. So, NVIDIA to me, even though it got that bear break, it was still a bull up here. I think you're in trouble. I think you're chasing, and dogs get ran over when they chase cars. Wait for a setup. Wait for a 5-minute back burner. That's what I would do as my first trade setup potential on NVIDIA. That's it for me. Use stop losses. Hit the like button, for goodness sakes. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the notification button. Hit the Chart Guys join button. Just come hang out with us. All right. Thanks, Lisa. I appreciate that. All right. Love y'all.